Hey everybody, I am so excited for our next video for Park Bench and highlighting all the businesses here in Sonoy. I'm here with Chris and Ryan. They are the owners and founders of Sauce Daddies right here on the corner, and I'm really excited to highlight this business. It's such a unique place and really fits in with the town well. So you guys can kick it off and maybe tell us a little bit about how Sauce Daddies was founded and about yourselves. And
oh, wow.
Take it away.
Yeah, so we were both living in Hilton Head. Ryan still lives there in Hilton Head Island, South Carolina, living at the beach, of all things. And I was playing music 5 nights a week. That's how I met Ryan years ago. And when the COVID thing hit, the pandemic hit, the whole island shut down. Tourists, it just crushed the whole island. So obviously musicians were out of work. Food and beverage people are out of work, and I had a really good opportunity to learn this style of business from a friend of mine in Hilton Head, and just looking at some of the other similar businesses around the southeast at the tourist areas. There's a lot of different ones,
right?
And you can find them everywhere. And I had been in a couple prior to Hilton Head, and we had this idea, and I approached Ryan about getting into the hot sauce and more so maybe the barbecue sauce and rubs area.
Right.
And being from here, being from Fayette County and growing up here, I knew that this was probably a really cool place to do it. And I'll kind of let you take it from there, from about July of 2020, right?
Yeah, we did the build out. Actually, Chris brought me up here for the first time, and it was awesome because it's small town USA. And businesses, everybody's an owner here, merchant,
right.
Owner, operator, and then from taking Chris's experience from this type of business to expanding it with the jams and jellies and pickled stuff, dressings, olive oils, balsamics, it's really blossomed into something nice, especially for Sonoy, where again, it's a tourist area with The Walking Dead, that kind of thing. Peachtree City, just up the road and what have you.
Yeah, it's such a cool concept, actually. So I'm originally from Southern California, and I remember driving up to Las Vegas, and on I-15 it's an Area 51 hot sauce one, and I remember that was the first time I saw something like this. But I'll tell you right now, this is done so much better, and y'all have some amazing products here. And I wanted to give you guys a chance to highlight some of the really cool things that you have here in the store right now.
Well, we've got this product right here. This is our branded Sauce Daddies Extreme. This separates itself from many of the sauces in this shop because it has an extract in it. So it's got I think it's a cayenne pepper, and then it's got the extract in there, which kicks it up a notch.
Awesome.
Yeah, and a lot of people come in, and just because we got some really unique bottles, like this company here is called the Generals, and it's actually made out of South Carolina, and it's a veterans-owned company, which obviously you can tell by the background and
right.
the flags, and we're pro veterans. It's a veterans-owned company. A portion of it goes back to veterans causes, and and the flavor's outstanding.
Yeah.
And people love this kind of stuff. So we thought we'd bring as much as this we could in here to support causes like that. And not only is it a good cause, it's great flavor.
Right.
And I'm not the guy that's going to get up here on the Carolina Reaper face melters and try stuff. I'm an old guy, so I'm more about the flavor and all that kind of stuff. Now Ryan is a great guinea pig.
Yeah.
Ryan, he'll damn near taste anything.
I need a stunt double.
He needs something, yeah.
Because as Chris just said, I think sometimes people get that idea that hot sauces, everything is going to be just crazy hot, and that's not necessarily the case,
right.
Especially when we started doing our own line, our own branded hot sauces and barbecues and stuff. It's actually, we wanted flavor first, heat secondary. Again, going back on the extreme, that's a very hot sauce, but our garlic hot sauce, our habanero, jalapeno, and chipotle, and cayenne, it's all flavorful, and even kids can enjoy that stuff for the most part.
Right. That's awesome. Any more of those that you guys want to highlight? Take it away. Show off what you got to everybody.
Yeah, the garlic is super popular, and then we get into our own brand of barbecue sauces as well, and they've been a home run here in Sonoy. Everybody loves to cook out.
Yeah.
Everybody, especially around here, smoking butts, cooking ribs, cooking wings, and our number ones are probably in the barbecue sauce area, and the rubs, and we've been fortunate enough to team up with Meat Church Matt and those guys, and of course they're tied in with the Traeger crowd and bring their brands in, and they've just been super cool with us, to link up with us on their websites and so forth. But I mean, the barbecue area side of this whole thing has just blown up for us.
Yeah. That's fantastic. Yeah. That really, really is.
Yeah. And that other niche market, or I guess another avenue that spins off from anybody who may not be into the hot sauce, may not want to grill with ribs or barbecue sauces and what have you. Again, now you're getting more like a little gourmet aspect to where people can saute their vegetables, do some desserts with some olive oils or balsamics. And again, I mean, we've opened this up, and I think I only have one bottle of olive oil that's unflavored, and that's an avocado oil. But our flavored olive oils and balsamics they knock it out of the park also.
That's awesome. Now, you mentioned that your guys' company, you give back a portion of profits to veterans. You want to kind of explain your guys' background? I'm sure that's a personal thing for you guys.
Yeah. Well, I was a law enforcement for almost 30 years.
Awesome.
And that's where, I mean, you come in here and you'll see a few things in here that are very pro law enforcement, because and first responders all the way around. The portions that you'll see go back to like the company that makes the General's hot sauce. You see these grenades behind us, the coolest bottle in the world. They give back a portion of theirs, and there's some other companies that also do that. One thing that we've I think we're priding ourselves on, just for being open for 7 months, working on 8 months, is the local ball teams, the local high school, cheerleading teams, dance teams, whatever. I mean, they come in and we're on board.
Right.
And we have told them that time after time. And, and I think that's what it's all about for a small business, especially in Coweta County and Sonoy.
Right.
Is, supporting the youth sports as much as we can, and I mean, we are always open for things like that.
Right.
And I think you have to be, especially in a community like this.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Speaking of a community like that, why don't you explain, coming from South Carolina, coming down to Coweta County, what brought you to Sonoy? What made you say, yeah, this Sonoy is where we have to have this store at?
Like Chris alluded to, or pointed out rather, definitely the small town USA is a huge, I was in the chemical business in my prior life, and that was in Summerville, South Carolina. Summerville and Sonoy sort of are similar, where they have a 2-4 block area radius where you've got small town merchants and shops and what have you. No big box stores hanging around here. It's all owners and people that live here in town. And then once Chris showed me this, I mean, just the people, and I mean that right when we first got in here, I was like, man, this is great. I mean, they support us right out of the gates. And as Chris said, most of the time, like again with the cheerleaders, the soccer, the football, we're definitely all about supporting the community, because that's how we're going to thrive in the long run.
Right, absolutely. Well, that's awesome, and you guys are right here at the direction the town is growing down towards. I'm excited. I know they're going to start breaking ground on some of that stuff down that way. Yep. You guys are located right here behind where Sonoy Cafe used to be, right at the end of Barn Street, and I'm excited that you guys have found success just in the first 7-8 months here.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask also, what's something that y'all learned about business going through COVID? So many small businesses around the country are going out of business, and I think that those of us here in Georgia, especially, have been fortunate to be relatively open. But even given that, what's something that you guys have learned or a takeaway from doing business this last crazy year?
Well, this is going to sound really odd, probably to a lot of people, but this is the first time we've ever owned a business.
Wow, really?
This is the first time. Like I said, I was a police officer for years, and then I was in the music industry. I was playing at the beach 5 nights a week.
Wow.
Living the dream, so to speak. And then he had a good taste of the business side of it, but this is the first time we've ever jumped in just head first into something. So we've been really fortunate to find a niche for Sonoy. But as far as the COVID things goes, I think the state was benefited from the state government with Governor Kemp and what he did early on, because we saw some things in South Carolina we weren't really crazy about, but I think Governor Kemp handled it and was able to get things at least to a point where you could operate.
Right.
And that was key. A lot of people were staying home, they were cooking.
Right.
Because they just didn't want to get out in groups and things like that. That benefited us because we brought a different niche. A lot of what you see, and I would say 98% of it, you can't get at the grocery store.
Right.
We got unique flavors. We got cool rubs, and and the vinegars and the hot sauces. And people love to cook out.
Yeah.
They do, especially here. And I mean, we do, And we're getting ready to plan some things for hopefully Memorial Day weekend to where, we're going to have some type of cook-off out here. Awesome. And so we're getting ready to announce that hopefully by next week. And, we'll have some sign-ups and some competitions and just, it's time for the communities to get back together. Yeah. And let's get together, man.
I agree with you. I agree with you guys on that. Well, I appreciate you guys taking just a few minutes out of your day and so we can highlight your business. I hope that my intro can capture everything that's in here, but y'all have, balsamics and olive oils and rubs and jams and jellies and the hot sauces and even peanuts, the ass-kicking peanuts, and you guys have everything. You can stock your spice shelf and your barbecue cabinet in one place here. So
absolutely,
I appreciate you guys, and I'm excited to continue to see the growth come down this way, and I hope that everybody who sees this video comes in and buys at least one sauce or rub out of here. You guys are going to come in to get one and walk out with a whole basket full.
Worst case, they can come in on a Sunday and get a Bloody Mary.
Sounds good. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So we got Bloody Marys at this end of town as well.
Yeah. Well, we've got the Bloody Mary mix anyway.
Okay, I got you.
So, yeah.
Well, you got your hangover cure.
Yeah.
You guys are doing an awesome job here, and I think that this is a phenomenal addition to Sonoy. And I hope that I hope everybody comes in to support set, and we'll be doing some follow up stuff. And when you guys get your barbecue cook off set up and announced, come out and we'll get some footage of that and do another one of these.
Absolutely.
So, well, I appreciate you guys a lot.
Best of luck, John. Absolutely.
Same to you guys.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Well, for those of you who are watching, we'll just keep watching. We're going to keep doing these videos, keep highlighting all the cool things that Sonoy has to offer. So thank you, and we'll see you next time.